Hello my dear YouTuber friends, and I hope you're all keeping well. Welcome to this new video where I'm going to show you how you can look around the cockpit using your Hotas One Hat Switch in Freelook mode or freely, like this. And also how you can set up the controls so you can look around the external view. You can pan around freely, like this. So let's not hesitate. Let's get on with this video. Okay, so one thing I want to clear up before I show you how to set the hat switch so you can look around freely is that I am still tweaking the different sensitivities and button assignments on my Hotas One, so I will have a video out by this weekend. But for this one, I know this is driving a lot of people crazy, how to look around the cockpit freely. By default, if you move your hat switch left and right, you're getting quick view left and right views, and up to look up over the nose and down to look at your instruments. It's generally the way I prefer to fly, but many people want that free look mode. If we go external, you've got the sort of quick view left, right. I don't like that. I prefer to pan around my aircraft. So of course I'm going to show you how to do that. So let's not hesitate, let's get to options. Now for this part you will need to have your gamepad that came with your Xbox X or S. You need to have that handy. Use that, use your left analog switch, joystick, to go down to control options. And the first thing we're going to need to do is make sure that you've got your T-Flight Hotas One selected, and it's obviously the default setup. Click on the camera menu here. We'll start with cockpit camera and click on cockpit camera. You want to clear all those quick views that are set up here. Quick view left, right, previous pilot position, and next pilot position. So we'll start with the, don't worry about the other ones, we'll keep them. But previous pilot position, let's go with that first. Move your cursor over it, press your A button on your gamepad, and clear current inputs. Just press A. Then go down to validate and press A again. And because we've altered the default profile, we're going to have to rename it. So I'll click on the name there, profile name. Press my X button to clear that and just type in a new profile name. New will do. There you go, new, and press OK. So we've cleared that previous pilot position. We'll clear the next pilot position. Move your cursor over it, press A. Clear current inputs, press A. And validate. A again. Quick view right, obviously move over that with your left analog stick, press A, clear current input, and validate. I'm doing this slowly and precisely so for new players who are not used to this menu system you can follow along. Cockpit quick view left. Move your cursor over there, press A, clear current input, move your cursor down to validate and validate. And then press Y on your gamepad to apply and save that. That's now applied and saved to our new profile. So now how do we set the hat switch up? Well, you go down to filter first. Go to filter. Make sure your cursor is over that assigned. And use your right analog stick to move to the right. And it's going to show us all the possible assignments we can set up. Use this expand collapse all button, press it once, and it will open. Hopefully that's worked. Yeah, it will open every single Actually, has it worked? Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. click it again. Yeah, click it. And it will show us all the possible assignments that we can possibly set up in the simulator. There's absolutely hundreds of them. Obviously, we don't need them all open. We can close most of these tabs. So click that expand collapse all, and it will collapse all these menus. You want to go up to camera here, because it's a cockpit camera we're interested in. Left click. Press your A button on the camera menu. Then move down to cockpit camera and press your A button again. And it shows us all the possible things we can set up in cockpit camera. You want to use your right analog stick to scroll down this list. Keep scrolling down until you see, I think it's past these camera numbers, and it's past the, keep scrolling down, it's just past the quick views. So you'll start up there. I'll show you this again for those who are new to Flight Simulator, especially can follow this. Use your right analog stick to scroll down until you see the quick views. Just past them you got things like cockpit look up, cockpit look right, cockpit look left, and cockpit look down. It's these we want to set to our hat switch. So let's do cockpit look up first. I'm going to mouse. So I'm so used to the PC version. I'm going to use my game controller, my left analog stick, to highlight the box there on the cockpit looks left. Press your A button. Now there's funny mapping, as you're probably all aware, with the Hotas One. If I click on start scanning there, and if I move my hat switch up, it gives me, what's that, F2, which is not what I pressed. The mapping is very skew-whiffy with the Hotas One. It doesn't work this way. They're going to have to, apparently the developers are aware of this, and they're going to try and patch this. Goodness knows when. So for now, we're going to have to do this a different way. Clear that input, because it's chosen a completely different input to the one we've chosen. Use your left analog stick to get the cursor over select an input and press the A button. Use your right analog stick to scroll down. Scroll down, keep scrolling until you get past these joystick button numbers. Keep scrolling, there's quite a lot of them. I don't know what those joystick button numbers are. I don't have 78 joystick buttons on my Hotas One, but never mind. Eventually you get to these joystick POV, and it's these we want to set. So we want cockpit lookup. We'll use the analog stick to get the cursor over joystick PLV up. Press your A button and validate. Trust me, this works. So you want to go, ignore the lockable cockpit look up and cockpit look right lockables. We don't want to set them. Go down to cockpit look right. Press your A button. Again, don't scan for this. Select an input. Press A there. Use your right analog stick to scroll down again. I'm sure you're getting the idea now. Go past these joystick button numbers. I think there's 78 of them. And go to joystick PLV right. Press your A button there. And validate. And now I'm sure you're getting the right idea here, or the idea of what we're doing. So cockpit look left, obviously press your A button there. Don't go to start scanning, select an input. Scroll down using your right analog stick. And eventually we'll get to cockpit look left. Well, joystick PLV left. That's the one we want. Press your A button and press validate. Excuse me, I just had to clear my throat. And scroll down using your right analog stick. Cockpit look down. We want just cockpit look down. So scroll down a bit more. Cockpit look down, that's the one. Press A. Go to select an input. Use your right analog stick to scroll down past the joystick button numbers again. A bit further. And then we should find joystick PLV down. Press A to select that. And validate. And at this point, press your Y button on your game controller, gamepad, to apply and save that to our profile we set up. Now there's things, if you want them, they're not absolutely necessary, but if you want to set them, you've got things like cockpit look up left, cockpit look down right. Where's that? Cockpit look up left, cockpit look up right, and you'll have things like cockpit look down right, cockpit look down left. I won't set all these up because it will take a lot of time and you can do these by yourself, but it's the same principle. You go up to cockpit look up right, for example, press A, your A button on your gamepad there, go to select an input, scroll down using your right analog stick. Oops, I've gone way past it there. So you get to the PLV, and which one is it? Cockpit look up right, so it's PAV up right. Press your A button there, validate, and I shall apply and save that. I'll leave you to do the rest of them. Cockpit look up left and down right and down left. You can do them by yourself. But let's go back to the simulator to test this. Look at that, I'm using my hat switch on my Hotas One. And I can quite freely look around my cockpit now. Using the striped button on your joystick, that big stripe button, to reset the cockpit view. So that all works fine. And it's the same principle for the external view. Let's go external. Go to the options, control options again. So use your left analog stick, press A, control options. We want to make sure filter is on all. Actually, before we do that, go to your camera. Don't do that first. Go to your camera menu first. Go to external camera and remember to delete the external top view, quick view top, right, rear and left. Clear these 4 assignments already. So again, you just move your cursor over them, press your A button, clear current input and validate. Cockpit quick view right, let's do this. Let's do them all quickly. Clear current input and validate. Cockpit rear, quick view rear, press A button there, clear current input and validate. And external quick view left, press your A button, clear current input and validate. And press your Y button to apply and save that to our new profile we set up before. Now you can go to filter, move your cursor over to the assigned letters here and press your right analog stick right. That will make it filter all. And now we can start setting up all these external views so we can pan around freely. So external view, look up. Move your cursor over that, press your A button, go to select an input, don't forget. Use your right analog stick, exactly what we did before, right analog stick to scroll down past those numbers. There's a bit of a caveat here, and I'll come to that when I choose it. And use your PLV up. Now, we've chosen this in the cockpit already, but don't worry, when you're in external view, it doesn't trigger anything that we set up in the cockpit. And vice versa, if you're in the cockpit, it won't trigger anything you've set up externally. So press your A button on PLV up, And it will already say you've got that already set to cockpit. It doesn't matter because we're in external mode. And press validate. And cockpit external, sorry, not cockpit, external view look right. Obviously, press your A button there, select an input. I'll do these 4. And this is really all you definitely need for the external view. You don't need to do up, left, up, right, and goodness knows what. It works fine without them. What am I doing? Look right. So PLV right, which is this one there. Joystick PLV right. Press your A button. And again, it will say it's already assigned to cockpit. In external mode, it doesn't matter. Press validate. External view left. Press your A button, select an input, use your right analog stick to scroll down past these numbers. Doing this part a little bit faster because I've already showed you the principle for this and it's pretty easy. External view look left. So joystick PLV left. And again, ignore that it's set to cockpit look left. Validate. And external view look down, which should be there, yep. External view look down, press your A button there, go to select an input, and I'm sure most of you have got this already, and probably are trying this for yourself right now, which is great. I'm here to help. PLV down, yep, joystick PLV down, A button there, validate. Don't forget to apply and save. Press Y to apply and save to our new profile. Go back. We're in external mode. I'm using my hat switch. Now I had to do a quick cut there because I had my external mode in one of the quick view modes. If that happens, press the button to reset your external view mode. Like that. I've got a button set up which is actually the big striped button on your Hotas One by default. So if it's in a quick view mode, reset the external mode, and now I can look around my external mode or pan around freely, as you can see here. So that's how you would look around your cockpit freely using your hat switch on the Hotas One, and how you can pan around externally freely as well. Let me know your thoughts on this video. Has it been helpful to you? Leave a like if it has. Subscribe for more. My Hotas One sensitivity and button settings video will be coming by this weekend. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments, and I'll see you soon.